All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please like, share, and comment.
And injustice to one is injustice to all. So what do we want?
Release Kanu.
What do we want?
Release Kanu.
Yes, we are here to demand the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. His continuous stay in detention is unacceptable by all of us. An injury to one is injury to all. We will not accept this again. Courts of competent jurisdiction have granted him bail, and we don't know why the federal government is still keeping him in detention. This is an injustice.
But for today, I want to break it to everyone, lovers of Ndigbo themselves, and also followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that the psychological torture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has just begun.
This particular group, Kurusi that Mahanaga protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that about the first day of October 2025. The protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was actually successful. The protest is actually requesting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This was done today in Abuja. I want you guys to watch the video again from beginning to the end. You know watch the video. And with another update, you don't need the health situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And eziboti here to you as a people that this group of people, 70 to 80% of them are Igbo. They are not from the Igbo land. They are not even people that are IPOB members. These are people, a group of people who actually volunteered themselves because of the injustice and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, watch the video careful how successful and peaceful the protest was. After watching the video, another update in the health situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Justice to one is injustice to all. So what do we want?
Release Kanu.
What do we want?
Release Kanu.
We are here to demand the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. His continuous stay in detention is unacceptable by all of us. An injury to one is injury to all. We will not accept this again. Courts of competent jurisdiction have granted him bail, and we don't know why the federal government is still keeping him in detention. This is an injustice, and an injustice to one is injustice to all. So what do we want?
Release Kanu.
What do we want?
Release Kanu. But for today, I want to break it to everyone, lovers of Ndigbo themselves, and also followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that the psychological torture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has just begun. If you recall, 1 or 2 months ago, Nnamdi Kanu rejected outrightly negotiations that the federal government had put in place to get him out of that cell, of that prison, with conditions that he is going to work for the APC government in the forthcoming election, and of course will channel his supporters and Ndigbo to vote heavily for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC. And you are aware how that went. Nnamdi Kanu definitely rejected any release that will be upon any conditions that his spirit and his soul and his conscience will never forgive him if he ever tries it. Of course, this was never an open secret, as you know how it happened that particular month, and I did videos about it. And remember that the pressure was high as at then, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was very vocal, and of course is still vocal as at now, that he is asking for his release as specified and has given by the court of law. 6 judgments have been given for him to be released. Why are you asking him to come and support your government in return for his release? As a man that loves his people, and of course he knows that he has sworn an oath to be before God and stand his truth, even if it cost him his life, Nnamdi Kanu rejected. And that was when his trouble began with the federal government. As you can see, that they have rejected any demand for him to have proper medical checkup. They have begun postponing his case indefinitely. If you watch very well, after that issue happened, that was somewhere maybe in July, the thereabout, Omotosho postponed his case for up to 100 days. That was a witch hunt because of his refusal to sign the agreement that would have given him his freedom but with the condition that he is going to work for the APC government. Apart from that, even now he's asking for proper medical checkup that will keep him alive and keep him strong. The federal government under Omotosho also refused for Nnamdi Kanu to have proper medical checkup. Instead, they allow him to rot there, suffer in pains. You know what it is when somebody is sick and is passing through, inflammations on his nostril, on his leg, tumor, cancer, pancreas, and you know what prostrate can do to a human being. He needs proper medical checkup. But because he refused to be a pawn, because he refused to compromise and to stain his name, that is the reason why they are suffering him this much. In fact, Nnamdi Kanu is even suffering more than the hands of Binta Nyako. If you recall his ordeal under Buhari's government, it is clear that he might be even suffering more under Tinubu's government. And all this is because he refused to compromise his stand. He refused to be used. He refused to sell out his people. He refused to sell out his people. And I want to tell you, if you were in Nnamdi Kanu's shoes, what would you have done? If you were in Nnamdi Kanu's shoes, could you have held strong like this? Because some people I see some people who still disrespect Nnamdi Kanu. If you go around social media, you will see some people of Igbo extraction who still undermine this man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People who don't even have integrity, people who don't even have calling in life, people who don't know their left from their right. Will I call them a slave, or will I call them evil people? Till this moment, they still don't understand what this man stands for. They still don't understand that this man is God sent to our lives. Nnamdi Kanu said, give me freedom or give me death. He said it. And he said that his freedom should not be because of conditions, but his freedom should be gotten on merit. Go and check around Nigeria if you can find one man that can speak like this. I will close this channel down. If you can show me one man with integrity in Nigeria today, if you show me a man that cannot compromise in the face of death, if you show me a man that rather stay in DSS dungeon for 6 years counting without selling out his people, I will close this chapter. Asai Dokubo, he has been there. Uwazurike has been in the cell. OPC man has been in the cell. They have come out. Look at their lives. They are enjoying federal government money. The other man called OPC, Gani Adams, he is already a chief, an Oba, a leader of Yorubadis, Are Onakankanfu, with federal government payments every month entering his account. Every month. The other one called Asai Dokubo, that one is a government boy. He's working for army. Anywhere they want to create chaos, anywhere the government want to sponsor insecurity, they hire Asai Dokubo. Hey, yeah, carry your boys, go and burn down this, go and be kidnapping here and here. That's his job. Is it Wazurike? We all know. Under Obasanjo, we know how he was settled. We know how he became a spokesman. Even under Tinubu, he became a spokesman, drowning other Biafra movements, silencing Nnamdi Kanu. He was paid heavily. What stopped Nnamdi Kanu from doing that? If he wanted to do that, what stopped him from campaigning, for even campaigning like Asai Dokubo is campaigning for Tinubu, and the other man called Gani Adams, OPC, is campaigning for Tinubu. Wazurike campaign for Buhari. What stopped Nnamdi Kanu from doing that? If you think that he is not the person that he says he is, do you think that he needs all this stress in his life? Do you know how much money he would have been paid? Do you know? Ask yourself, with the betrayal he's passing through in the hands of Igbo, with the betrayal he's passing through in the hands of the people of Igbo land, do you think he still has anything in him left to give? What's he fighting for? What is a man that has been dumped by his people fighting for at this stage, if not for integrity? They praise Buhari in the north. That he's a man of integrity. He's this and that. His people are backing him up. That's why he has all the mind to do what he wants to do. Nnamdi Kanu came out as a man of integrity. His people are drowning him. His people are not supporting him. But still, he did not betray the same people who do not like him. He did not betray us. Do you know what would have happened to the Southeast if not for Nnamdi Kanu by now? Do you know the plan under Buhari's regime? Do you know the plan? You can see what is happening in the Kwara State. That should tell you a lot about what the plan is for Nigeria. What the plan is for Southeast. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu head forth, creating that ESN, I will call it, that was a master stroke. So they want him out of the way, so that me and you can be naked and they can defile us. Still, you think, so long as you answer an Igbo name, so long as you come from a Southeast state, if you like, be benefiting from this government or the past government or the next government, you are the same with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same. Not different. Get it into your skull and start respecting this man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Put a respect on his name. He's not your mate. He is nobody's mate. If you love Ojukwu and you say you don't love Nnamdi Kanu, who do you love? What has Nnamdi Kanu done wrong? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me what he has done wrong, and I will tell you 1,000. Tell me one thing Nnamdi Kanu has done wrong, and I will tell you 1,000 things he has done right, and 10,000 things that the northern terrorists are doing. We all know how it works in Nigeria. Stop pretending. There is nothing here. Nothing here except bigotry, tribalism, evil, wickedness, corruption, nepotism. Nothing here.